Welcome back to Cyberscope. I'm your host, Darian Reed. We've been talking with CEO of Ixios Synergized Technologies, Harlan Zephyr. In the last hour, we explored his journey from poor yet gifted child to unlikely CEO of the largest combined technologies company in the world. So, Harlan, we've spent some time talking about your past.
Right.
Why don't we talk about your favorite subject?
We were already talking about me.
The future.
Oh, sure.
There have been some big things coming from Ixios these past few weeks. Tell us more about this new AI assistant. Vesper, was it?
Yeah, that's right. It's such a great name. Vesper. It just rolls off the tongue. Get this. You see, I had this incredible idea for the AI to name itself.
How amazing.
I know! Brilliant, right? Anyway, it's going to revolutionize the way we do everything. Even more than when we introduced the first Neuralink.
Fascinating. Does this name mean anything in particular?
No, I don't think so. Someone mentioned it being some Greek god or something. It sounded old and boring. You could look it up.
Well, as a matter of fact, I did. It says here that Vesper can also mean a call to the devout to come worship, a rallying cry for the zealous, a veritable invitation to abject religious-style servitude.
Cool. I'm not sure that's important in any way.
So what sort of things can Vesper accomplish that other AI assistants or AIAs can't? The market is packed full of them. What makes it so unique?
I'm glad you asked. Vesper is not just any AI. It will be the AI. It won't be limited to merely generating VR sims with your favorite waifu in flagrante delicto. Or ordering a burger trough from the closest Apocapatty. These are menial tasks for AIAs, like Cygnus or Intellitron.
Right. So what exactly will Vesper do again?
Things, man. Revolutionary things. Imagine, if you will, you wake up and your daily shower ration is set at the perfect temperature. Then just the right song starts playing to set your mood. While you're in that shower, your outfit has been selected and the appropriately nutritious meal capsules are waiting for you in your reconstitutor. Eh?
Well, isn't that pretty bog standard for any AIA right now? Not that it doesn't sound super awesome.
You're right. Taken at face value, all of those tasks are things that other AIAs can perform perfectly well. But what if I told you? Temperature of the shower, the timbre of the song, the style of the clothes, and the flavors of the food were all curated flawlessly for your current physical and mental state. We can leverage biowave data generated by your Neuralink device to optimize Vesper's output. It can predict what you want even before you know it yourself.
That sounds a bit
terrific. I know. We're on the verge of a new frontier of augmented AI reality.
Interesting. Let's move on to another topic that has everyone talking. Your recent acquisition of Soonercon. What sparked the decision? It's not like you to acquire an IP rather than build something yourself.
You're right. But in this case, there was simply no better IP on the market. Soonercon had absolutely nailed that balance of fun and value for fans and families alike. I've been myself a few times in my youth. It would have been foolish for me to try to compete with that. Instead, I reached out to the Minister of Corporate Affairs, who's a close personal friend of mine, to get the ball rolling. Corporate convergence actions are pretty straightforward.
What's entailed in a corporate convergence action? I can't say that I'm familiar with that.
It's simple. It's when the current sitting management board of a corporate entity is forcibly replaced by a government fiat in order to facilitate the transition of ownership to another corporate entity.
And this is legal?
Of course. The government granted themselves the arbitrary powers to shape modern society as they see fit. How else can we be assured that truly qualified and visionary leaders are shaping our future?
Yes, how indeed. It seems not everyone is pleased with Ixios' work these days. In fact, you have gained some pretty serious detractors, haven't you? The Neon Rascals, is it? It seems they have been on a bit of a tear lately.
The terrorists, you mean?
Well, that is one way of looking at it.
One way of looking at it? They've disabled huge swaths of vital network infrastructure, caused rolling blackouts all over the city, and destroyed millions of dollars worth of company property. How could you characterize them as anything but?
When you put it like that.
Did you know that a hospital and food dispensary were caught up in their juvenile attempts at sabotage? They aren't hurting Ixios. They are hurting the people that Ixios seeks to help.
What would you say to those people that believe Ixios is doing more harm than good?
I would call that fake news and propaganda. People should be more selective of where they get their facts.
The reports of CSD increasing in the general population are coming from credible sources. A number of reputable research institutions have begun to call for a halt of Neuralink implantations, given the apparent public health concern.
Cerebral Static Disorder is a farcical and completely invented disease. It is a witch hunt, nothing more.
The symptoms seem real enough to me. Tremors, seizures, eye bleeding, incontinence, coma, and even death in some cases. Do you believe that these reports are completely fabricated?
It's a lie! You don't comprehend the vision and purpose, so you try to poison and spoil anything you don't understand. We're done here! Turn that camera off!
Well, that concludes our interview with Harlan Zephyr, CEO of Ixios Synergized Technologies. Join us next week as we interview the new CEO of Zenith Tech Arsenal Solutions, Sebastian Locke. Thanks for synapsing with us today. Stay safe out there, you rascals.
Who's this guy's boss? Get me his number now!